In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what Microsoft Viva is, what's included, and most importantly, what problems each one of these applications is meant to solve. So Microsoft Viva is an employee experience platform. Now, instead of employees having to jump between dozens of tools, between SharePoint emails, different learning portals, HR systems, Viva aims to bring those experiences directly into a centralized location, like Teams, where you're already working every day. The goal of Viva is to improve communication, engagement, and community, learning and skill development, while still being able to improve overall employee well-being and productivity. It's also meant to help with alignment and goals and feedback throughout the organization. You can think of Viva as the layer that connects people, information, and culture across the entire organization. So as I said, instead of Viva being one application, it really is a suite of tools, multiple applications, each focused on a specific employee experience scenario. You don't have to use all of these applications. It really depends on the needs and goals you have for your employees and the organization. The apps are grouped into different experiences, and the first one we have is the Employee Communications and Communities Experience, often referred to as the C&C group. Now, this group contains Viva Amplify, Viva Connections, and Viva Engage. The goal of the Employee Communications and Communities Experience in Microsoft Viva is designed to keep employees connected, informed, and engaged through various tools that facilitate company-wide communication, social interaction, and personal engagement within the workplace. The next experience we have up is the Workplace Analytics and Feedback Experience. This group contains the Viva Insights, Viva Glint, and Viva Pulse applications. Now, the goal of the Workplace Analytics and Feedback Experience in Microsoft Viva is designed to provide insights and data-driven recommendations to improve employee productivity, engagement, and well-being, all by analyzing work patterns and collecting feedback. The final employee experience is the Learning and Knowledge Management Experience. Now, this experience group consists just of Viva Learning today. This group is meant to provide a centralized hub and experience for learning resources from various platforms, from LinkedIn Learning, as well as your own specific learning content that you want to provide to your employees. Now that you know what applications are within the Microsoft Viva suite and what it consists of, let's discuss each of these applications in a little bit more detail so you can determine the right ones that you want to use in your organization. First up, Viva Amplify. So what is Viva Amplify? Viva Amplify centralizes campaign management, publishing, and reporting so corporate communicators can reach and engage all employees meaningfully. Now, Amplify consists of a few different components: campaigns, campaign briefs, publications, and a resources component. Campaigns allow users to create and manage organization-wide campaigns. These are a top-level container within Viva Amplify. The next level we have are campaign briefs, and these are meant to define the strategy and intent behind a campaign. And they are designed to capture key details such as objective and success criteria, target audiences, key messages, and call to action, and overall provide a timeline and a sense of ownership to those involved. The main purpose is to ensure alignment among communicators and stakeholders before content is published. Publications are another piece and component of Viva Amplify, and publications are individual pieces of content created within a campaign. Each publication is and can be adapted and published across various channels like Teams, Outlook, SharePoint, as well as Engage. The main purpose of publication is to deliver consistent messaging across those channels without recreating content necessarily for each platform. So it's even more focalized in the terms of its delivery. The reporting component provides insights into how campaigns and publications perform. It includes metrics such as reach, engagement, channel performance, and audience interaction, as well as sentiment indicators. So the purpose is to measure impact and understand what resonates with employees to help improve future communications and campaigns. Next up, Viva Connections. Viva Connections is designed to connect employees with tools, news, and resources within teams as well as on the web. Viva Connections is composed of three main primary components. You have the feed, the dashboard, and as well more resources. The feed will keep your employees informed by surfacing relevant company news and announcements in one place. It will aggregate content primarily from SharePoint news and other organizational communications that you choose. Content is targeted and personalized based on the role, location, and audience. And the purpose is to ensure employees stay up to date on what's happening across the organization without having to search for information. Now, the dashboard is a customizable, task-oriented experience that employees can leverage to help get work done. It can display interactive cards that will link to tools, apps, tasks, and common actions that employees need to help with their day-to-day responsibilities. And these cards can be tailored for different audiences, frontline workers, managers, information workers, and more. And the main purpose of this application is to provide quick access to the most important tools and resources employees need to really start and work throughout their day. Resources, the final section of Viva Connections, is meant to provide a curated set of links and destinations. This will often include things like policies, forms, possibly your company handbook. And these can be tailored to specific roles or groups within the organization. And the purpose is to create a reliable, easy to find collection of essential information and links for the organization and for employees to use and to find. So they're not having to pilfer through, let's say, the Outlook inbox with that search functionality that we know sometimes sends us on a little goose chase. So Viva Connections combines the feed, that informational piece, the dashboard, the action side of things, and resources, the reference guide, to help give employees a single digital home inside of Microsoft Teams. Viva Engage is next up on our list to discuss. And Viva Engage is Microsoft's employee community and kind of networking platform. And it's designed to help employees further connect, communicate, and build relationships across the organization. Its primary purpose is to foster community, belonging, and culture. And it's meant to enable open communication between leadership and employees. Its goal is to encourage knowledge sharing and conversation beyond what is going on in those day-to-day team chats. Now, key components of Viva Engage include the communities, which are typically meant to be interest or role-based, topic-based groups where employees can connect across teams and departments. Some examples of these could include things like leadership updates, onboarding, employee resource groups, and just basic knowledge sharing forums across your different teams within the organization. It's meant to break down those silos and connect people around shared interests and goals. Conversations are the posts, the discussions, the questions and replies that happen within communities. Employees and leaders can post updates, ask questions, and react and engage in discussions similar to a social network, but more focused along the work and day-to-day tasks. Storylines are personal posting experiences where individuals can share, especially leaders, can share updates, insights, and announcements that they want to spread throughout the organization. Followers see those posts in their feed, helping amplify leadership visibility. And the purpose of this specific feature is to humanize leadership, strengthen connection between employees and leaders, and really boost that overall engagement. Next up is Viva Insights. Now, Viva Insights is designed to help people, teams, and organizations work better by providing insights into how to get work done, but not what individuals produce. It uses your Microsoft 365 data like meetings, emails, and collaboration patterns to surface privacy-protected insights, but also recommendations that help improve productivity and well-being. So Viva Insights exists mainly for especially those of us who are working in a hybrid role or a more remote work environment. Viva Insights is designed to help organizations improve that balance and well-being for their employees, so people can still be effective without burning out. And it really helps bring your attention to exactly how much time you're spending in meetings, on calls, in chats, and sending messages. it can bring a sense of accomplishment to really see where your efforts are being focused. And it can help you focus on building healthier work habits and smarter ways of working. There are personal insights that you can leverage. So at the individual level, Viva Insights provides you with direct insights to each employee. And these are specific to that individual, helping you understand your work patterns, like time spent in meetings. You can use your Viva Insights personal insights to help book personal focus time on your calendar, setting quiet hours or schedule breaks throughout the day so that you remember to stand, stretch, take a walk outside, briefly get away from the work so you can stay engaged, refreshed, and avoid that burnout that we know can happen. There are manager and team insights that are designed to provide aggregated team level insights. So your managers can see trends like meeting overload, after hours worked, collaboration patterns, without necessarily ever seeing individual employee data. Now, these insights can help managers spot risks such as burnout, lack of focus time, and take proactive steps to support their teams better. Now, Viva Insights also includes some suggested actions, making it easier for managers to turn insights into improvements without feeling like they're overstepping. At the organizational level, Viva Insights also offers some broader analytics for various leaders, HR, analysts, and your C-level execs. So these insights show patterns across the organization, like collaboration, hybrid work, and how it's impacting productivity, and how those changes can affect employees over time. The goal with Insights is to support data-driven decisions around workforce planning, culture, and organizational change. Now, a key insight or a key principle of Viva Insights is privacy by design. Data is aggregated and de-identified. Personal insights are visible only to the individual. And then you have the managers and your upper level management and execs who are not ever seeing individual employee activity. Microsoft Viva Glint. So Glint is meant to be the enterprise voice of the employee platform. Now, it's designed to help organizations understand how employees feel and how that sentiment impacts engagement and performance. At its core, Viva Glint enables organizations to listen at scale using organization-wide surveys to capture feedback across the entire employee lifecycle. Now, Viva Glint and Viva Pulse sometimes get a little confused here. Viva Pulse is a quick team-level check-in by managers. This is meant for projects or immediately after an engagement to check in with those employees. While Viva Glint is designed with the enterprise in mind. It's organization-wide, and enterprise engagement, measurement, and action planning is what it is meant to do. Again, Viva Pulse enables managers, project leads to gather fast, targeted feedback from teams at key moments after projects, after planning, after engagements, after a new rollout of a policy, while Glint is meant to speak with the organization and be the voice of the employee. Now, we will discuss setup and administration in the next video in this series, but it's important to note that at a minimum, in order to provision a Viva Glint tenant, you have to have a minimum of 50 active user licenses. So in order to provision that tenant, you do need that. And this can only be provisioned by a global admin. Now, Microsoft Viva Learning is a centralized learning hub that's built directly into Teams. And its main purpose is to bring learning and skill development into the flow of work. So employees can learn without switching tools or interrupting their day instead of logging into a different learning portal. Employees can discover, share, and collaborate, complete that training right where they're already working inside of Teams. Now, traditionally, learning has often lived outside of daily work on separate platforms that are being hosted by possibly even a third-party source, someone outside of the organization. Viva Learning is designed to make a learning portal a natural part of your everyday work, not an extra task. It supports organizations by helping employees continuously build skills while staying productive, connected, and engaged in the tools you're already using. Viva Learning also supports managers by making it easier to recommend training to individuals or teams and track reported completion of assigned learning. Managers can guide skill development without coordinating across multiple systems, helping ensure teams stay aligned with organization and learning goals. Viva Pulse is one of the final applications we are going to discuss, and it is a quick feedback tool. Unlike large organization-wide surveys like Viva Glint is meant and designed for, Viva Pulse focuses on fast, quick, almost immediate feedback that managers can act on. By the time the results are analyzed, the moment has passed, and that is what Viva Pulse is meant to resolve. Viva Pulse exists to solve the problem by enabling quick check-ins so managers can listen, respond, and adjust while it's still supporting what matters. It supports culture of continuous feedback rather than waiting for annual or quarterly surveys. Now, an important feature of Viva Pulse is privacy. Responses are de-identified, aggregated, and so managers see overall themes and trends and not necessarily individual responses specifically. Once responses are collected, it's going to provide some clear summary of team sentiment along with recommended next actions. These suggestions help managers move quickly from insights to action, whether that's clarifying priorities or adjusting workloads or just starting a team conversation. So it allows managers to track trends over time to see whether they're making these actions that they're making are actually making a positive difference. It's not about just checking a box on your quarterly HR review sheet to make your employees feel appreciated and heard and listened to. But instead, it's about how to make the workplace actually more enjoyable and finding ways to streamline communication, collaboration, and organize all of these tasks together right inside of the tools you're already using, like Teams. Hopefully, this brought some clarification into the different Viva applications. That's the goal. Tell me in the comments, which application and feature are you excited to take a closer look at next? In the next video, we are going to break down the licensing plans and costs, as well as review the setup and admin side of Microsoft Viva. Since there are different applications, there are slightly different requirements, and there are different rules to understand. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.